Previously on Chosen Ones. Shui confronts Mizuni in her lair, allowing a Bishu to come out to speak to her. After switching back, the group realizes that Shui had vanished for a split second, seeing Winona momentarily before returning. Having also just learned the true identity of the groundskeeper, Shui is quick to leave, and his friends quickly pursue him. They find themselves back at the pond, and Brandy turns into the groundskeeper to prove to Shui that he wasn't ready to see him as his father. Shui continues to dodge the conversation, diving back into the caverns and briefly appearing in the hot spring resort caves. Avayath pulls Shui aside to try to apologize to him. They continue through the maze of tunnels, the group surfacing in a room with a rushing stream, where they are attacked by undead sharks. After defeating the sharks, the group next emerges at the training grounds in Moonfoam, where Shui is able to talk to Dashi to help himself calm down. The Sword Singer then rejoins the group and plunges yet again into the depths of Varun's underbelly.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go.
As you guys continue moving forward, it starts to feel oddly still here. The water that has been moving and flowing everywhere else, it seems like it has come to a stop. And as you start to feel that, you all are suctioned in one direction. I need everyone to make a dex save.
Oh my god, Avayath.
Good start.
Not much fucking better. So far a 1 and a 2.
I got a natural 20. So for me, it's 36.
34.
Oh my fucking god.
You guys are embarrassing us.
Like, straight up, you're making jokes out of us. This is ridiculous. Jay got the lowest you could get. Zen got the highest you can get. I got the second lowest you could get. And you, Shayna, got the third highest you can get. This is ridiculous. This is obnoxious. Truly shows the difference in dexterity in this party. Like, never truly is it more personified than whenever we're all forced to make a dex save at the same fucking time.
So as you all are kind of pulled in this direction, it seems like you're pulled two different ways. Brandy, Avayath, Essence, and Melrin all get sucked towards one direction, and Miffy, Nine, Shui, and Theo, they don't get pulled that way through the caverns for wherever they're going. You guys continue towards the direction you had been swimming. And this happens so fast that the other four are pulled away before you barely have a chance to react. And you are already in the next room as Theo, Nine, Shui, and Miffy appear here. We'll come back to the other four. I do know Theo has something where he's able to teleport to Brandy if he is separated. It's just, would he do that instantly?
Yeah, I was going to say, are they standing or swimming still?
You're in water. There is a waterfall that's cascading downwards from those rocks.
Theo looks around, sees Brandy had left. He does want to teleport immediately, but he sees that it's in here is just Shui, Nine, and Miffy, so he will instead ask in his head, "Where are you guys?"
We'll come back to that in a second.
Like so the water was like still, and then you said it suddenly like picked up?
It was like a suction. You four were not pulled in the direction of the suction. You continued forward into the next room without being pulled that way.
Okay.
Like you resisted it.
Shui is just like, what was that? What was that? As he's like kind of recovering from the sudden like suction in the water, and he's looking around. I mean, he only sees Theo, Nine, and Miffy.
Yeah, and Miffy's like, where Essence and Melrin and Avayath and Brandy, where'd they all go?
Maybe they got swept away.
Nine speaks up and is like, I've felt that before. Usually you do get pulled that direction.
What do you mean? What is it?
Some kind of, like, safeguard, I think. If you go too far into the caverns, there's certain places that you seem to get pulled away from.
But we made it, okay?
It's not a surefire thing to get pulled those directions.
What, is there, like, land to, like, get on?
There's land on the sides, and then there is that big rocky formation that the waterfall is coming out of up at the top.
So, like, if we go there, the water, it looks like it's going down?
Yeah, the waterfall.
Okay.
There is an exit up there, but the waterfall is kind of preventing you from getting up there easily.
Oh, I see.
And as you are kind of looking up there, you hear like the sound of like rocks being like almost kicked off the top. And you see the groundskeeper step out.
So you made it this far.
Wait, is that who I think it is?
Nine immediately is like, Shenkai! Like puts a hand up. And then you see at the top, the groundskeeper cock his head.
You seem familiar.
Yep, we know each other. I'm your boss. They're like waving again. You see your wife recently? They're like pointing to their head. And they're quiet and staring back down. And they stare for a very long time at Shui before looking back at the others.
You should have let yourselves be pulled that way.
Shui swims forward a little bit and he's just like, are you really Shinkai? Are you really my father?
I don't remember. I just know that you can't come past this point.
And you see him draw his weapon at that.
But I do know I really don't want to fight you.
And at that, you see him snap his fingers, and where you are coming out of, you hear the very loud cry of a siren. As you see from underneath the waterfall, Leilani comes out.
Oh, fuck.
Leilani. Girl, we missed you. How are you?
We love a
missed you.
reunion.
Hey, Chosen One. How you doing?
And as that fight starts, we're gonna zip on over to where the others went. And it appears that the other four have wound up back at the entrance, which is currently being blocked by 3 guardians.
Oh my god.
And Essence is just like, where's Miffy? Where did everyone go?
And then he gets Theo's message in his head.
Where are you guys?
We're back at the entrance. We got some guardians in front of it. Fuck.
Nine says that this is common.
And you hear the guardians at that look to the 4 of you.
You've gone too far. It's time to leave.
Fuck yourselves. Our friends are still in there.
Let's roll initiative for you guys.
Bye bye. Can't wait.
Well, this is a pain.
Alrighty, and we will start with this fight.
Okay. Brandy will just say to Melrin, like, you're royal, tell him to move.
I don't know why they're behaving like this. It's the first guardian's turn. They are going to start singing a song, the first one. I need all 4 of you to make wisdom saving throws.
Elias is not 1, it's a 13.
Oh my god,
Oh,
boy.
Oh boy.
Elias is gonna get possessed again.
22 though.
Literally, Brandy is the only one who saved on this.
Awesome.
So the guardians start to sing a magical melody, and everyone within 300 feet of the sound makes the DC check, which you just did, or they are frightened until the song ends.
Avayath is immune to being frightened, as well as anyone within 10 feet of him, as he has Aura of Courage.
Hell yeah, nobody's
Fuck
frightened.
yeah.
Woo!
Nice.
Yay, get fucked.
This powerful golden aura comes out from Avayath and just stops the effects entirely.
Hell yeah. Fuck them.
And you see it kind of crouch a bit at that.
You're going to wish you ran.
Essence is like, I kind of wish we were running, but she's got an attack. Even with disadvantage, she still hit them. So she takes out her crossbow, 13 piercing damage, and she is also going to, as a bonus action, vanish. She uses the hide action, so she cannot be tracked by magical means as well. when she uses this. It's one of her abilities. So literally, she just kind of vanishes.
Oh, so you are running. All right, fine.
No, I'm here, sorry.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's like a ghost.
It is Melrin's turn now. She kind of looks to them and is just like, please, can you let us pass? You let us in earlier. We're only one day ahead of when we would be coming in anyway. And all three of them look to her.
Things have changed. You won't be going any further this year.
And Melrin just seems dumbfounded by that. She's like, that's part of the agreement. That's why we do what we do, is we have to. We have to. And Avayath, it is your turn.
Swim right on up, and he will cast Spirit Guardians.
That is such an ironic spell against the Guardians.
He summons guardians, but these are his guardians. Nah, they're like angels that sort of circle around these guys. It creates a 15-foot aura, and if they start within 15 feet of him, they gotta do a saving throw. What kind of saving throw? A wisdom saving throw. At the start of each of their turns. We could also just do it now if you find that easier, but it's supposed to be at the start of their turns.
We'll just do start of their turn then. So just remember that. It is Brandy's turn.
Okay, bonus action. I'm going to cast Spirit Shroud. I call forth the spirits of the dead which flit around me and for the spell's duration for the spirits blah 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 blah. Any attack I deal deals a d8 extra damage when I hit a creature within 10 feet of me.
Y'all got these ghosties around you.
Yeah, exactly. And actually, instead of a d8, because he's casting it at 5th level, because he has to because he's a warlock, it'll deal 3d8. Yeah, he'll go right next to Avayath. He'll attack red. 22 to hit on the first hit.
Yes.
Okey-doke. And an 18 on the second hit?
No.
Oh no, that's unfortunate. So the base damage is 6, and then for the Spirit Shroud damage, it is 16. And on top of that, you know what? I'm gonna Divine Smite as well. Haha, I'm gonna Divine Smite. Is it undead by any chance?
They are considered undead.
Fuck yeah, then it's gonna do 3d8 with a fucking first level spell slot, baby. So it takes an additional 19 radiant damage.
Nice, gotcha. That one is bloodied.
Not as tough as you look. Let's fuck these guys up, Avayath.
Yeah, looks like your paladin training's come in handy.
Indeed, I had a great teacher.
He pats you on the back.
As if I takes credit for that.
He sure does.
So they're each, Guardian 2 and 3 are going to do wisdom saves now, right?
Yep.
Yes.
First one got a 17, second one got 12.
Both fail. They will both take 3d8 radiant damage.
Gotcha.
11 radiant damage.
Fuck yeah.
The blue one gonna swim a little bit right up in here, and it's going to try and attack Brandy. Yeah.
Okay.
Does a 26 hit?
No, I don't think it does.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I wish.
13 necrotic damage.
Oh, I'm resistant to that, so that's actually not that bad.
The one next to it is going to attack you and go into a frenzy, and it has advantage on you now. So with advantage, that will hit. So 16 necrotic damage from that claw swipe.
Okay, so it'll be 8.
Awesome. And with that, we're going to jump over to the other fight again.
Wow.
I don't think she'll reform again until tomorrow, so
She's coming back?
every night.
Shui, 9, Theo, Miffy, you are all here. Leilani has just come out of the water as she cries out towards you. And 9 is just like, whoa, shit! And seeing Shenkai up there, clearly not having his wits about him, they just kind of look to you 3 and they're just like, if you really want to go for it and get up there, I can try and hold the big siren off if you want. I fought a kraken for like a couple decades, I can do that.
That's right. But Shui, offhandedly, I guess, is just like, she really did come back, huh? Because they destroyed her last time.
Yep, and she's here, hanging out.
Yeah, yep.
And so with that, 9 is going to rush forward and attack. All right, that first one will hit. Nat 20 on the second one. Good job, 9.
Oh, Divine Smite on that, 9. Divine Smite on that, 9.
9, you should Divine Smite on that.
I cast Sending to 9.
Hey, Divine Smite on that.
So that'll be almost max damage for that first hit,
Jesus Christ, 9.
which will be 17. They go, watch this, as they run up.
Hell yeah, call back.
21 on the second hit after being doubled.
Wow.
They're going to Divine Smite on that. Okay, so Divine Smite, and they have a 5th level left, so fuck it. They'll do it at 5th level. So another 58.
Which would then become 116 radiant if she's vulnerable to it.
Yes, she is. She's not bloodied.
That's scary.
But they did fuck her up immediately, and she just screams so loud at that. And she's going to use her legendary action to Psychic Scream. So,
that's fair.
So everyone needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
5.
It's a 16.
So Shui passes, Theo does not pass, 9 passes, and Miffy passes. So half of 25, except for Theo.
That was almost max damage. Awesome.
It sure was. So 13 for those two half. Now it is her turn.
Cool.
She'll just do a good old multi-attack at 9. 16 does not hit them, actually. Oh my god, nat 1. That does not hit either.
Yeah.
Nat 20. There, okay.
Okay. 34 plus 10, so 44.
Thank you, Ripley. What would we do without you?
I know. Truly, nothing. You die is what you would do. Combat would be 3 times as long. Just kidding.
So they take 44 damage. That hurts. That definitely looks like that hurt. They're also in the water here, so they're like, oh, shit, like, as this siren reaches down. And basically, because their first 2 attack missed, 2 quad hands come down, kind of like slap on either side of 9, and then I shouldn't have actually hit my desk.
Good Foley.
They slap on either side of 9, and then when they have nowhere else to run, she like leans down and just right on top of their head, pretty much.
Oh?
Ow.
Ow.
Hey, don't do that.
And then she looks up to everyone else, and she's going to use her bonus action now. So I need everyone, actually. You're all within range to make a dex save again.
19.
18.
You both pass. Miffy does not. Let me just double check. 9. 9 also does not. Oh boy. Well, Miffy's the only one that this will actually be bad for. Miffy gets pushed back by that water wave that you've seen Leilani do before, and he gets pushed out of the room, which means he is now being randomized into another room.
Hey, y'all.
So Miffy is gone.
He can find things.
Yeah, he can find things.
It's gonna be okay.
Well,
And 9 gets pushed back 15 feet.
hey guys, move away from the edge of the room.
Miffy's in a small room.
I hope so. I mean, we've been through damn near every fucking room in this place. Miffy's probably ended up in a small room.
Oh no, you haven't, unfortunately.
What do you mean? We rolled the D20.
Yeah, you guys missed a lot of combats.
Well, okay. Bye, Miffy.
Let's see where Miffy ended up. Well, you have already been there. It's where the dead dinosaurs are.
Yay, Miffy safe at least.
As it's off-screen, Miffy's having a panic attack. That is the end of Leilani's turn, so now it is Theo's turn.
Theo looks to Shui and says, what do we do?
We have to get the music box. And if he is in the way, then we have to get past him.
I'm going to fight him then.
Shui nods his head. He's not my dad right now anyway.
Theo nods and raises his bow to fight. He will go here then. He will aim at Shunkai. 19 to hit.
It does hit.
Normal damage was 11.
So 30 altogether.
Theo will again aim. 20 to hit.
Damn. So 23 altogether.
But yeah, that's his turn.
It is Shui's turn now. When you shoot him and it hits him, he doesn't seem to have a reaction. It's like there's just arrows sticking out of him now.
He takes a step forward and he grips his beast blade in his hand. He winds back and he just fucking launches it like a spear towards Shinkai. And he's gonna cast Steel Wind Strike. So he's gonna like teleport the 30 feet to the beast blade, you know what I mean? Grab it and then like do like the little slashes.
Hell yeah.
Because I can target 5 creatures, I might as well get Leilani in it. Might as well.
You could get Leilani first and then Shunkai so you could teleport behind him and then have your little clash with him up on the thing.
Yeah, I'll do that. So I need to do a melee spell attack against each target. 7 plus 11 is 18, so that'll be against Leilani.
Let me check. Yep.
Okay, and then I'll roll against Shinkai. 19 plus 11. I really want to fuck him up.
Yeah, you really want to kill your dad.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so 6d10 force damage to both of them. They take the full amount. They take the full amount. Okay.
Otherwise, they wouldn't have taken anything.
Otherwise, they wouldn't have taken it. Yeah. I was like, never mind. I don't know why I said that. That was 26 for Leilani, force damage.
Gotcha.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yikes.
Yeah.
No, that's right. Okay, 49 damage to
You
Shunkai.
really want to kill your fucking dad.
Yikes.
They are both bloodied.
And I'm 5
Damn.
feet behind.
You said nothing personnel, kid, and fucking teleported behind your dad as you cut him in half.
Nothing personal, Dad. Shui is just like, please, I need to do this. Let us pass.
You can see, like, as he's turning around to face you, he hasn't been reacting to those hits at all, and you can see he's kind of got a hand to his forehead, which is, like, glowing brightly.
Who are you again?
I hate this. He's just, I'm gonna move here.
And it will be Miffy's turn, except he is goodbye. So it is Shenkai's turn now.
I really don't want to fight you, but you can't go any further.
Can you make a Constitution save, Shui?
Yeah, I can. Thank God. Okay, 19. 18 plus 1.
Good. You wanted that. You're gonna take half then.
I want to what now?
Don't worry. Or maybe worry, but you don't have to worry as much. Yeah, so you'll take half of 56.
Jesus.
As he reaches out and points to you for a moment,
Whoa.
and you take that much damage, half of 56.
Whoa. So that's 28, right? Yeah, 28.
Now that has happened, and you both are squaring off against each other up at the top here, we're gonna move back to the other group.
And so I was saying, no. Now you'll let us pass, right? No. Okay.
Guardian 1 has to make a wisdom save.
Yep.
That is a 21.
21 succeeds, half damage. Half of 13. It's
Half of 13. Gotcha. So it's going to make a claw attack against Brandy, and it has advantage because you are below hit points.
Why is it fucking me? It's always fucking me.
And with advantage, 15.
Dash a miss.
And now it is Essence's turn, and she's gonna fire with disadvantage at the red one again. Yeah, that misses. So Essence misses on her turn, and she's like, shoot!
You'll get him next time.
But she will still do. They're resistant to that damage, actually. Oh no, but it's her spark, so they'll take the fall. So that'll be 4.
Wow.
And she got the highest she could get on her spark, which you can see it like seems surprised that it took damage after she clearly missed, and she's just like still frustrated. And it is Melrin's turn, and now Melrin's gonna just come on right up here and just do an attacky. Nice job, Melrin. All 3 of those hit.
Hell yeah, Melrin.
They are unfortunately resistance to this, but almost max damage. So half of
Nice.
29. And that one's dead!
Hell yeah.
oh.
That was almost exactly what it had left. And you see it kind of sink into the ground at that, and a skeleton form where it was beneath it. And the other 2 look towards that and just hiss.
Very nice.
Yeah, well, hopefully the training came in handy for something.
Yeah, fair.
And Essence is like, woo! No, that was so hard. It's Brand or Avayath's turn.
He's gonna stab into the blue one with his golden trident. 29 to hit.
Yep.
He's gonna divine smite this at first level. So that's a total of...
Altogether, it's 38.
Gotcha. That one is also bloodied now.
Alright, he's gonna stab it again, I guess. 28 to hit.
Yep.
22 piercing damage.
Gotcha.
And 9 more radiant damage.
It's dead.
Wow.
You honestly were like the best person to get pulled over here.
Literally.
Alright, that's the end of Avayath's turn.
All right, it's Brandy's turn.
Dang, y'all killed those 2. I had this really cool idea where I was going to cast Steel Wind Strike, and I was going to like strike through the 3 then, but now I'm just going to swing around and I'm just going
Oh,
to
that is a really cool spell.
Yeah, it would have been really cool. It would have been a really cool spell.
Oh, my bad.
No, it's okay. I understand. We got to get to the others. This ain't anytime. Theo's not even here to see it, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, attack. Actually, I'm gonna move here instead of being right in front of it because I am still within 10 feet of it, and therefore all my Eldritch Blasts will get fucking the benefit of the Spirit Shroud. So, 17 to hit.
Nope.
Fuck. 25 to hit.
Yes.
27 to hit.
Yes.
Hell yeah. So it'll be It's gonna be a lot. Hold on. It's gonna be 2d10 force damage plus 6d8 radiant damage plus 10. So 52 damage altogether.
Damn. That one is still up.
Oh wait, there's still one more. Hold on. There's still one more Eldritch Blast. Let's see if it hits. I keep forgetting. Yes, it does. So an additional 24.
It's dead.
Yeah! Eldritch Blast. And then fucking obliterates him. Let's hurry up.
You guys, on each of your turns, since you're out of combat, will each get a chance to roll to try and hit the right room.
Okie doke. Also, just real quick to finish on my turn, as a bonus action, I'm going to drink one of my mana potions that I got forever ago. That lets me regain spell slots because I need them. So let's see. I want to get a really good. Please roll a good roll, please. Please. Ooh, 3. I'm gonna get all my warlock spell slots back.
All right, so that is the end of your turn, and the Guardians are all dead, and we are moving back to the other map. And at that, Nine's gonna be like, watch this!
Check this shit out!
Needs to get a different phrase. They have memory issues. They forgot they already said it.
They've been fighting for decades. Like, they don't have very much people skills anymore.
Yeah, they're just excited that they get to show off in front of people now.
That hits. And that hits. It's very hard for Nine to miss. So Nine's going to use their sword ability on this because you are still technically within range. So you take 15 health back when they hit the siren with the blade.
No.
Ooh. Peter never fucking did that, bastard.
Peter never fucking healed nobody.
And Nine is like, good luck, as they swing again. And they get 10 on the second. You only get the 15, Shui. And then they're going to Divine Smite again. And they're going to do it at 3rd level this time. 26.
Doubled would be fucking 52.
And she's down.
Yeah! Get fucked!
And she lets out another cry and sinks below the water.
Nine really was like, check this shit out. I'm just gonna take on this boss you had in like the 2nd season by myself. Like, check this out.
Literally.
They don't call me a legend for nothing.
Literally.
And it is Theo's turn.
He will follow Shui, and he will say in his mind to Brandy, "We've been in a fight, and we're fighting Shinkai right now, but we're trying to push forward, if that's good with you guys."
We obliterated 3 Guardians and we're on our way right now.
Got it.
Do what you gotta.
First shot,
That does hit.
13 normal damage. Sneak attack, 12. Hunter's Conclave, 4. Poison arrows, 5.
34. Theo's fucked up.
Theo do be fucked up. And it's the same thing. You can see Shui that they have like a hand almost always pressed against their forehead and like glowing. And as Theo is hitting them, they don't react at all.
They're forgetting that they're in pain.
Theo's gonna be shooting again. 29.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Dang, 13.
Shui, it's your turn.
So somewhere in his mind, when he saw that 9 took down the Leilani, he's like, dang, that was really cool. But he's face to face with Dad, not Dad right now. He's gonna try to head up the stairs. So what he's gonna do is he's just like, stop! And he's gonna cast Psychic Lance. I think he's done it once before. But I need an intelligence saving throw from
Interesting.
the man before me.
20.
Oh, that was 1 off. He's gonna take half damage, but if he did not succeed, he would have been incapacitated.
Oops.
Yeah. So he's gonna take damage from this spell here, 76. So let's roll. 27 psychic damage.
Still up.
Yeah, I'm gonna bardically inspire 9 since 9 is next in the order.
Thank you!
Okay. Because I attack during my turn, I don't provoke opportunity attacks.
Does that work
He might have Sentinel.
if someone has the Sentinel feat?
It sure doesn't. It means that he will still be able to hit you.
That's fine because I'm not moving anyway. I decided. I mentioned it. No. I mentioned it because I was like, well, I want to go up the stairs, right? But then I was like, actually, I changed my mind and stuff. I changed my mind after I said it, and then
After
you
you
said
ring that he has Sentinel, I think I'm actually.
I mean, it doesn't matter. He's not gonna kill me. The fuck? Like what?
He will 100% kill you.
No.
Okay.
So you're not moving away from him.
No, it's not the right time. Out of character, it's not the right time.
It's not the right time.
Okay, he's just real fast gonna just
Murder you.
Leilani, come back.
No. He's just gonna take those hit points back real fast as he seems to heal himself.
Oops.
Okay, I can do that too. The fuck?
And then bonus action, they're going to look towards you, and you hear some kind of like whispering coming out from underneath that mask. I need you to make a wisdom save.
Okay. That's the meta knowledge. I rolled on that one. LOL. But I get advantage, so it doesn't matter. Nat 20! Holy shit! Dude, I'm a pro gamer.
Well, you just nat 1'd.
But it doesn't matter because I had advantage,
Okay.
right?
Oh yeah, your nat 1 would become a nat 20 though. That first one would become a nat 20. So then your second one would that is all. Oh my gosh,
Would become
I'm so
a nat
sorry,
1.
Zen. It would be a nat 1,
Well, no, because then
but it was at advantage.
But
so
he
it
had
would still be the
advantage, so
20.
it's still a nat 20 regardless.
It's still a nat 20. That's so funny.
What a way to waste that fucking ability that you had on this advantage roll. It's just completely wasted because you rolled a nat 20 and a nat 1 at the same time.
That's fucked up. It would happen to me though.
Just completely wasted it immediately.
It would happen to me.
Fuck up.
He's still got a nat 20 though.
Yeah.
So the whispering stops, and when you don't seem to do anything, he kind of cocks his head at you, like confused as to why that didn't work at all.
You still want to go forward then?
Please, I need to see my mom. And I want to help you too.
I wish I knew what you were talking about. But I also don't.
Why do you keep making yourself forget?
I've just been doing it for so long I don't remember why I started.
If I cut off his arm, will he like not be able to use his power again? I'm just saying, I got the polymorph spell. Like, what if I turn him into a frog?
What?
You turn your dad
What
into
the
a
fuck
frog.
are you talking about? What?
If I turn him into a frog, like, I don't know, or like a slug with no arms, he won't be able to like touch his forehead, you know?
I guess.
On that note, we're going back to the other players real fast.
Okay.
So first in their order, Essence will roll to see what first room you guys end up in.
Give it a shot, Essence.
All of them are on the board again.
Oh boy.
16! You found Miffy!
Yeah!
Oh, that's like magical, honestly. I love that.
Miffy, what the hell are you doing
She's because Essence was leading. Sorry.
Yeah. Essence found Miffy. Aww.
You all enter the room, and immediately Essence's face lights up, and she runs up to Miffy and pulls him into a hug, and he looks like he had been trying to decide which way to go, because this was the room with 4 different exits.
Yeah.
And she just pulls him into a big hug, and it's just like, I found you! And he's just like, usually that's my line.
No time for one-liners right now. We gotta go. The others are in trouble still.
Do you know where they are, Miffy?
It doesn't really work very well in these caves. Everything keeps changing.
But they were with you, weren't they?
Oh, yeah, they were. There was like the spooky guy with a mask and big goggles on his
The
face.
groundskeeper.
Yeah. And then, a big lady, I think Lady Siren, I'm not sure. She had a beak on her face.
Leilani.
Yeah.
Were they also like a mermaid?
Yeah.
Oh my god, we don't have time. Let's go.
A lot happened, I got it.
Next up in the order to roll is
Malrin.
9. You guys appear. You've not been in this room. You guys appear here.
Oh.
Ew.
What the
This is not the ideal place to end up.
fuck is that thing?
Oh.
What the fuck is that thing?
We're gonna roll initiative again.
Hey, let's jump back in the water, actually.
I will let you roll a skill check against them if you're trying to get out of this without combat and switch rooms real fast.
Yeah, I'd love to.
I will say athletics. All 5 of you will make athletics checks against. I'm just gonna roll their advantage check one time with advantage since there's so many of them.
5. Brandy's very caught off guard.
He thought we'd been in all the rooms.
He's like, oh, I thought we'd be. It's not a small room.
Well, they got 12. Basically, you're about to split up the party if you guys are jumping. You realize that, right? Like,
What do you mean?
because Brandy's going to be stuck here in combat for a second, which means of those who succeeded are going to be jumping into the next room without Brandy.
Awesome.
So who got above a 12?
Avayath did.
Okay. Melrin did not. Essence did. And Miffy did. So these 3 guys, you're gone. Melrin and Brandy are here. We'll come back to you 3 in a moment. Melrin's just like, oh, shoot.
Well, shit. Thanks, Avayath.
You can still, on your turn, make an effort to get away. It's just you're split up now.
Awesome.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and real fast roll initiative. All these little guys will have 1 turn, and then this big guy. Kuatoa Jabber. This is the first other Jabber besides Leilani that you've seen in here.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
It seems that they are, like, gathering around it, like they were in the middle of some kind of, like, worship ritual, and then you all came in.
Birthday party.
The Kuatoa in here, besides the Jabber, are all dead.
Oh, they're dead? What?
They're undead.
Oh, undead. Gotcha.
And they seem to be, like, gathering around this big Jabber Kuatoa. So Melrin looks to you and it's just like, are you trying to run?
I would prefer not to fight 7 people with just 2 of us.
Then let's go before they get any closer.
Okay.
And she's going to drag you, I guess, with her.
I shoot Eldritch Blast at them as we go. Fuck you guys.
Okay, since you guys all jumped into different rooms, we will just re-roll from those who left. So we will start with Essence to see where your group goes. You guys go back to the entrance.
Oh my god.
It's Miffy's turn, though. You appear in an empty small room.
Empty small room!
Empty small room, look. That means we're closer.
Oh, that means we gotta go left. We gotta go left again.
Avayath, you get to roll.
Alright.
13.
Yep. Let's go left.
You end up in the ghost shark den again. They're already dead, so you guys kind of get pulled down the river towards that other exit. I will give you guys one more roll just because this room is specifically like it's pulling you towards that way. So you can roll one more time, Avayath, because you're pulled.
16.
You're back where you found Miffy originally.
Wow, this sucks.
Oh.
Brandy, it's your turn.
Okay, here we go.
Actually, wait, Brandy.
Okay.
Don't you have a thing where you always know the direction Theo is in?
Yes.
I will let you have advantage with that.
Wee.
And then if you pick the right one, you know.
I got 3.
You pop out in that little desert oasis again.
Oh my god.
I'm back on the water.
Melrin will go just because you're, 13 again. Oh my god. You can roll again because you're in the shark den.
Wee! 5.
You still have your advantage.
Okay. I'll take the 5 because it's fucking 13 again.
Well, if you get 13, then you get a roll again because it pulls you towards the exit.
So we were in the 13 room and then we got pulled down to the top of the 13 room.
Oh, that wouldn't make sense.
Yes.
Fuck this. This is a Sisyphean loop. 14.
14.
Please.
You're where the Kraken was killed.
Okay, we made progress somehow, maybe.
Don't worry, I'm going to start reducing the rolls. It's just that turn got very out of hand.
We were in a fucking loop of the river. We just kept going down the lazy river, baby.
It's honestly kind of fun to watch, though. Like, I'm entertained as an audience member.
Alrighty, we are back to Shui, Theo, 9, and Shenkai. We will start now with 9, who is kind of looking up at you, Shui, and is just like, do you want me to come up there? The fight will be over pretty fast.
He's looking at Shenkai in the eyes.
There is no recollection.
Yeah, do it.
Here comes 9! And Shenkai doesn't even turn around, so about to just get slashed in the back. Alright, 2 attacks, here we go. Yep. And that one also hits. Like I said, it is very hard for 9 to fail. But they're going to real fast. Shui, you get 9 hit points back.
Ooh.
And then 12, so altogether that is, so far, they're gonna Divine Smite, 21 so far. So 32, and Shenkai is still up.
Mm.
And 9 just kind of curses and is just like, really doesn't look good when I just give this big talk and you stay standing, dude.
Come on, do your bro a solid.
They do very slowly turn their head a little bit towards them.
I'm remembering you were annoying.
Uh-oh.
Damn, bitch.
Theo's turn.
Theo's going to do his poison arrow stuff. 29.
That will hit.
Normal damage, 8.
Gotcha.
Hunter's Conclave, 4.
Gotcha. Still up.
Sneak attack, 18.
How do you want to do this?
Oh, kill his dad.
Do I assume that he's still with his back turned to...
Yes. He has not fully turned to look at you. Or look to 9.
He's like, I'm remembering you were annoying, and then he gets shot in the back. Just like directly in the back as he's distracted.
And they go down, and then they come back up with 1 hit point. As they're kind of like on one knee.
Theo has a second shot, so...
Die.
26.
Yep, that'll hit.
Should I even...
They'll go down. He briefly rose up on one knee for a second, seeming to be like confused before you fired off again, and like he briefly met eyes with Shui again.
Theo shot directly into the same arrow.
Split his arrow in twain.
Yeah, split the arrow that was already in his back.
Split the arrow in twain.
And he goes down.
Theo gives a sigh and will come out of the water. What now?
He thought I was annoying.
Shui bends down, and as like the form of the groundskeeper is like on the ground, he's gonna like reach out and like kind of I put a hand on his cheek, you know what I mean? I'm going to help you. I promise. And after a bit, he stands up. My mom. Assume he's up there, right?
It seemed like if he was blocking it, it was important in some way. Important enough that he made himself remember not to have anyone keep going.
He swallows like really hard. And he turns around and faces like the stairs and like stops like when he's like on the first step. Oh no, I'm getting nervous.
You can do it.
If you want to try to talk to her on your own, you can. Up to you. I don't know anything really about what's going on with them. Been fighting a Kraken for a couple decades, like I said, so.
I don't want anything to happen to him, capital H. You know, he's talking about the groundskeeper there on the ground. If you could keep an eye on him.
Will do. Shout if you need anything.
Theo, could you come with me?
Theo was continuing to... When he asked what to do, he would look at Shui, but otherwise he wouldn't. And he wasn't looking at him at that moment. And then he looks over. He looks a little relieved in his eyes. He's like, relieved that... Theo thought that Shui was really mad at him. So he was like, relieved that Shui doesn't hate him. And he nods and he says, of course I will.
To 9, he's just like, when Yaya and the others get here, could you let them know where we went?
Of course.
Awesome. Okay, I head upstairs.
Theo follows Shui.
And you two both go into the next room. And we will consider that your turn. So we will start with Essence. Let me double check what room that is. Because now they're all different, because I took out 10. You're in the Kraken lair. Hey.
Back here again.
Isn't that where Brandy stopped?
You were in 14. You are in the same room that Brandy's in.
Oh.
Fucking thank God.
The last roll that you had was a 14, and when I take out the 10, that would make it the Kraken room with a 4. So, you guys meet back up.
Hey, we found you guys.
Fucking hate this place. They're, as far as I know, they're still fighting, so we need to hurry.
Just keep swimming.
So, Avayath, you can roll again, Avayath.
D10 this time. Woo! 6.
You're in the dino place again.
Wow.
Melrin will roll now. And she got it.
Thank God.
Nice. Fantastic.
She got a 9. Shenkai's fight is room 19.
Ooh.
And 9 looks to all 5 of you wandering in, and is just like, fight's over, they say, as they've got a foot, like, on Shenkai's back.
Where are the others?
They went on ahead. They went to go try and have a talk, I guess. They've been gone for a couple minutes now.
Let's hurry up.
I sure hope this room leads where it's supposed to lead.
You still got a remove curse, possibly?
Yep, I can do it plenty.
Do you think we want to try it on Shinkai?
If you're worried about his memory issues, I'm almost positive that is Sumi's spark that he's sharing.
Right, but if we can remove, the effect of it, come to and tell him about his, Shui and all that.
I doubt remove curse is gonna counter a spark, if I'm going to be honest. I think it's better to save all the magic I can.
If you don't think it's worth it, fine.
It is very common for certain sparks and stuff to be able to override things like counterspell and things like that, so that's not outlandish.
Yeah, and if he did it on himself, it's not a curse.
Let's just hurry up to the other two then.
Got it.
We move forward with Theo and Shui. So Shui, you come into this next room, and the coldness that you had felt before, it is frigid here. Like, it is shocking that the water is not ice. It's so cold. And the ground here is shiny and bright, and it is literally littered with stones that are embedded into the floor and walls. And you can see, as you are walking forward, these are black sapphires, unmined black sapphires that are stuck into the foundation of the room.
Oh.
You all enter in, and you can hear coming from the center, it sounds like that music box has picked up. And you can see the form of a woman who seems to be sitting with her eyes closed in the center of the room. I'll switch you to a different map now.
Awesome. I'm so excited. Mommy!
Mamma mia. Here we go again.
Can Theo hear the music box now?
I would say yes.
Y'all are in trouble.
Yeah.
That's not a good map.
Yeah.
And she seems to be humming along to the tune of the music box.
The black sapphires, are those the ones that the jabbers don't like?
Yes, they are.
Okay. She doesn't like this room. I know he's not full jabber, so obviously it's not like he's repelled by them, but he still is just like,
But you notice that the way, actually, roll your Shui. Roll a intelligence check.
Okay. Intelligence check. Let's see. Yikes. I got a nat 1. Yikes.
Nat 1. Okay, you don't notice anything exactly, but you do notice when you step past a certain part in this, like, threshold, it doesn't feel like you want to exit anymore. Like, it almost feels like the way that the black sapphires are positioned in this room is, like, pushing you towards the center.
Okay. So he just starts walking. I don't even know if he really says anything, but he starts walking towards the center because he got a nat 1. I'm not.
Yeah, her eyes are closed. She seems like she is in some kind of trance.
He starts walking towards the center before he even knows it. Mom?
And you hear her kind of sound like she takes like a deep breath and like very slowly opens her eyes and looks up at you and just smiles. Shui.
Stop! Stop! He's crying.
My son.
It's been a long time. Look at you, you've grown up.
And she, while still sitting, kind of reaches a hand up to, like, go towards your face.
This isn't right now, because that's not... Oh, I mean, I rolled on that one.
You sure did.
I mean, I feel like she said the exact words that he probably wanted to hear, you know what I mean? Obviously, he expected her to be like, who? Who the fuck are you? You know? So he was preparing himself for that. He wasn't really preparing himself for, Shui, my son, it's been such a long time. Look at you. You know what I mean? He's not gonna step away.
What are you doing in this dreary place?
I was looking for you. I followed the sound of the music box.
You were looking for me this whole time. Why, when I saw you, you were just a baby.
Yeah. Everyone told me you were dead. You and Dad. But I knew you were alive. I knew it.
Of course we would be alive. Been waiting for you to come find me for a long time. Come here, give me a hug.
And she stretches her arms up.
Just from the side, can Theo insight this?
Sure, go for it.
Just to be sure. 33.
I will say she seems mostly genuine. Of course we would never die. There seems to be some sort of, like, malice in the back of her words at that. Like she's angry when she says that.
Does this situation seem bad for Shui right now?
In this current moment, no.
Theo's mostly hanging back, but he's a little troubled, and Shui asked him to be there, so he's going to stand just a step behind and to the side and let them have a moment, but he is on high alert, considering everything.
Yeah, so the last thing that was said was, come give your mother a hug. Or just come give me a hug, or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, he does so. He's just like, I have so much I want to tell you about.
She is ice cold.
He hugs her and then flinches back a step, and he's just like, what? You're so cold. Why is it so cold in here?
The water here is pretty cold, isn't it? You get used to it. What were you telling me?
Where is the music box?
You don't see it. You do not see the music box.
Wait, I thought the music box would be here.
Oh, the music box is here. Of course. Keeping it very safe. We need to give it back to, what was her name? Oh, Mizuni, the goddess. We need to give it back to her. For something.
I can give it back. We can do it together.
No, I would like to. I would like to give it back to her personally.
But we talked to her, and she said you've been here for a really long time.
Well, clearly, because you're all grown up now. So it's clearly been a very long time.
I thought you might not be able to leave, so...
Well, I can now. Now that you're here, now we can leave.
Oh, what does that mean?
Well, I've been trying to get you to come back for a long time, Shui, but you just kept misbehaving, so...
No, hold on. No. Me? Misbehaving?
When you were on the ship of an old friend of mine. When you fell down the well. When you fought with that sea elf boy at the docks, it was very disappointing to be brought back the wrong body.
Yeah. You mean the jabbers?
But now you're here, and it's okay. It's okay now, because you're here.
Why did you want me here? I mean, he's like, no, what am I saying? I'm your son, of course you'd want me here.
As she's been talking, you can see that the color is starting to drain from her face as she speaks, and her hair is starting to turn like an inky black color.
Shui?
Mom, what's wrong with you? Why do you look like that?
It's okay. Just stay here. Just stay right here. It's okay.
Are my jabber sensors going off?
Oh yeah, they have started now.
Shui steps back, and he's like, wait.
I told you to come here, Shui. I told you to stay still.
No, this isn't right. You're not my mom. You're a jabber. What is this?
Of course I'm your mother. Why would you say that to me?
He wipes his eyes with his sleeve, and he's just like, no, this isn't right. Something's not right. Where is that music coming from?
Something isn't right, you're right. I did lie to you. I'm sorry. Shunkai did die. I wasn't able to save him. Yet. I figured it out. I also wasn't supposed to die, but things happen. So now we all have to die here, and then we can live together forever, as a family, and then we'll never die again. Doesn't that sound nice, Shui?
He's just like, no. No, I can't stay here.
Well, why not?
You shouldn't even be here.
I like being here, though. It's a lot easier.
I have a world to save. I can't.
Oh, that sounds like such a big thing to put on your shoulders. Wouldn't it be nice to just stop? You said you've been searching for us, right? And we've been waiting for you. So we can stop now.
Shui.
Do you want me to just give up? Is that what you're saying?
No, I want you to...
It would be easy, wouldn't it? If I would just give up? If we could just talk things out. That's what I always wanted. I wanted to talk things out with Mizuni. I wanted to be happy with you and my husband, to live a long life and to watch you live yours. How nice that would have been for all of us.
He'll take another step back.
You're not going anywhere.
Okay, alright, well.
And you can see at that, coming up the sides of the walls, you see kind of like that black inkiness kind of slide off.
Ew. I remember that. I remember that.
You do remember that.
I remember that.
It looks very familiar to you. And they go directly behind the both of you to block your path.
You're staying right here.
Just give us the music box, okay?
That would be very difficult, unfortunately.
Why? Just give it to us.
I can't. I'm so sorry.
And you see as she's like speaking and the moss behind you is starting to get closer, she's almost like seems to like push her hands out, and you can see these twin blades come out, one on each hand, glowing bright pink as she's looking at you.
I'm very sorry to do this to you, son. It's for the best, though.
And as she is like crouching in front of you with those two swords out on either side of her, you see her open her mouth, and you can hear the sound of a music box starting to wind.
That bitch of a goddess really shouldn't have killed my husband.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Chosen Ones. We'd like to give a special shout out to Eyes on the Moon Studios, who composed the final track of this episode. Please check out his music when you have the chance. A link will be in the description. Next up is the 2-part season finale. We hope you're ready. Before we go, make sure to like the episode, leave a comment, and subscribe. And thank you as always to our high-tier patrons: MeltiMoon, JokerDino, Travis, Alyx, Solana, EpiAureum, Homunculus Derelictus, Angelic Dragon, Bubby, Zab, Z.Gutz, and Mr. Bakudan. We'll see you soon, fellow Sparks.